Welcome to iScope Media. We bring you the latest news from across the country. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest updates. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the visiting Russian President Putin tried to reset the relationship today amidst a series of recent differences ranging from Af-Pak to the Indo-Pacific, two factors will continue to limit the possibilities for the bilateral partnership. One is the continuing conflict between the Kremlin and the West. The other is the absence of the thriving commercial relationship between India and Russia. The recent story of India-Russia relations is about keeping an old romance alive as Delhi and Moscow align with more attractive partners. If Delhi's love affair with Washington has never been as intense as it is today, Moscow's embrace of Beijing is tighter than ever. That the US and the China are now at each other's throat makes the great power dynamic a lot more complicated for India and Russia. This would not have mattered if Russia had a sensible relationship with America and India's ties with China were peaceful and stable. That Delhi and Moscow have problems with the best friend of the other would have been more manageable if business ties between India and Russia were solid. Intensifying the strategic side of the relationship, as Modi and Putin are expected to do this week, is not enough to lift the bilateral relationship out of the status it finds itself in. Monday's summit will see the institution of a new 2+2 mechanism that brings the foreign and the defense ministers from both sides into a single forum. There is speculation about a new 10-year defense pact between the two countries. The two leaders are also expected to preside over the signing of an agreement on mutual logistical support for each other's armed forces. India has such agreements only with a select few partners like US and France. Russia is pleased that the S-400 missile sale has gone through despite strong US position. For it signals Delhi's commitment not to let Washington roll back India's long-standing defense ties with Russia. For now, Delhi has certainly dodged the US sanctions on the purchase of S-400 missiles. But India's deepening defense ties with Russia will continue to raise political eyebrows in Washington and Beijing. Delhi remains wary of the growing military partnership between Russia and China and their shared opposition to the Indo-Pacific framework. The structural constraints posed by the great power dynamic and vastly different appreciation of the regional security environment could be reduced if matters improve between Washington and Moscow. But few international observers of the US relations with Russia are willing to bet on that prospect. But against the grain of conventional wisdom, Washington and Moscow are looking to ease some of these tensions and find the basis for a sustainable engagement. Well, now stay with us. We shall bring you all the latest updates on this. This is Aparna Singh reporting for iScope Media.